Mulholland Road was built in the 1920s to take Angelenos from the city to the ocean. The road is in the eastern part of the Santa Monica Mountains, and it was named after the pioneering civil engineer William Mulholland. It was opened in 1924 and is famous for its history, famous residents, and amazing views of the city and the ocean. You can appreciate on one side the San Fernando Valley, and on the other side you can appreciate Los Angeles. You can also appreciate the pockets of wilderness hidden in the canyons. William Mulholland was born in Belfast, Ireland, and he left his hometown at 15, settling in Los Angeles in 1877, when the population was only 9,000 people and water was scarce. In 1902, Mulholland became the superintendent of the water department, and his most significant accomplishment was the Los Angeles Aqueduct, which helped resolve the water issue, bringing water to Los Angeles and contributing to its growth. And this is why William Mulholland was known as the father of Los Angeles. In the 1960s, Mulholland Drive became part of the street racing scene of Los Angeles through the 1980s, where people like Dick Gulstrand, a legend Corvette racer, Gary Cooper and John Hall, two of them actors, the local racer enthusiasts, Chuck Turner, Chris Banning, and Crazy Charles Francis, also known as the King of the Mountain, were part of the underground racing. We can also observe overlooks. Some of the overlooks are named after conservationists, such as Nancy Hoover Paul. She was a longtime resident of the Fryman Canyon, and she fought successfully to stop development that threatened the natural environment. Mulholland Drive is the most famous and iconic street in the United States. It's a 20-mile winding road that is very mysterious. The road is featured in many films, songs, novels, video games, and inspired a special edition of the singer Porsche. We can also find very exclusive and expensive real estate. It has been home of many celebrities such as Madonna, John Lennon, Marlon Brando, Bruce Willis, Paris Hilton, Christina Aguilera, amongst others. The director David Lynch, who directed the movie Mulholland Drive, once said, "You can feel the history of Hollywood on the road." And speaking about Hollywood, we can also appreciate the Hollywood sign. The Hollywood sign began as a real estate promotion in 1923. It was a gigantic billboard. They promoted development named Hollywoodland. All materials were hauled with mules, but several years later, a landslide destroyed the last four letters of the Hollywood land, so it stays as Hollywood. The neighborhoods around Mulholland Drive represent Hollywood glamour and iconic contrasts between the people living below the hills, where some areas are full of people and immigrants who work for low wages, struggle to survive, and sometimes must live with many people in some houses so they can afford the rent. They don't have too much appreciation or living around nature. In Los Angeles is a sizable cosmopolitan area where people can find significant contrast and sometimes can also find their dreams.